we will be painting again. Because now I have more time on my hands and I've been let go. Greetings, Kat here, and we are continuing our conversation about skills that you will be learning and how to gather up those lost or scattered bits of yourself that were discredited. So, communication is essential to a healthy relationship as well as to healthy work relationships. And a narcissistic partner or parent truly does not listen to a thing you say. You don't matter to them, only they matter, and you are in their life strictly for them. So learning how to have a positive communication entails the greeting of yourself first, the listening to yourself. The next thing that a narcissist partners and parents do not allow are healthy emotions. They do not allow you emotions at all. Healthy emotions are any emotions that you actually have. So you have to learn to tune in and discover what your emotions are. In fact, they disempower you, and you learn then how to give your power away. Once you realize that you can unlearn that learned helplessness, they have oppressed you into believing you have this little peg around around the rope, around the elephant foot. Once you realize what you actually are made of, you'll get free. Energy in motion, emotions, energy, emotions. You're not allowed to have them, or you're scolded for having them with a narcissistic parent especially, and you are not at all emotionally supported by a narcissistic partner. Ever. Ever. And if you think you are, think again. Really think again. You're being duped. They do not support you in any way, shape, or form. So you have to support you. You don't matter to them, only they matter, and you are in their life strictly for them. So you don't matter to them, only they matter. You don't matter to them, only they matter, and you are in their life strictly for them. In their life strictly for them. Okay? So let's talk about emotions. If I, as a child, actually expressed anything other than being blissfully happy, I was reprimanded. If I exerted any preference of any kind. So we're going to learn what healthy emotions are. And you know something? Healthy emotions are any emotions that you actually have. So you have to learn to tune in and discover what your emotions are. So that you, my dear listeners, actually start recognizing within yourself what emotions were not allowed by your narc parent. Think about it. And what emotions does your partner, if you're still with a narc, emote on you, and they won't take responsibility for their crapola? My narc partners wanted to be able to criticize me, ridicule me, express their anger at me and towards me without me being able to defend myself or deflect myself, because I was their target, and that's all I was ever going to be. You don't matter to them, only they matter. You don't matter to them, only they matter. You don't matter to them, only they matter. You are in their life strictly for them. So, and now when you know better, you do better, correct? Communication is something you never have with a narcissist or a partner. They will talk over you and at you. So the conversational art you must learn yourself by truly listening to yourself. And that does require quiet time. And that does require being honest about how you feel. A narcissist does not have a communication. They don't have a conversation. They communicate to you what they want you to do, what they think about you, but they do not have a conversation. And learning to have a conversation is a give and take, an exchange of ideas. It's a ability to express yourself. You learn to listen to you. You learn to listen to you. You learn to listen to you. And so I am going to go for a walk in the woods, and I am going to do what it is that I'm going to say to you now and again. You're going to learn the art of conversation with yourself and learn how to have a healthy sense of self and allow yourself the emotions, even the so-called negative ones. What? We're being medicated for having healthy negative emotions? God forbid you actually have anger. Not the God I want in my life. The evil, demonic, fake one. The big pharma one that drugs children for being children. And the disempowered parents who disempower their kids, who don't allow them to have emotions. Once you realize that you can unlearn that learned helplessness they have oppressed you into believing you have, this little peg around around the rope, around the elephant foot, once you realize what you actually are made of, you'll get free. It's how to repair yourself, how to do your own spiritual kintsugi, to pick up those pieces of yourself that were rejected by a person who doesn't value them or value you because they can't see you, they don't know you. And again, we know where their heads are. In their own SHIT. So I'm sending my listeners love, those of us, whether we are living with a narc or whether we've escaped, we can claim being a narc abuse escapee. I'm not a narcissistic abuse survivor or a thriver. I'm an escapee. I escaped. I realized what a SHIT deal it was, and I got out at the peril of my own physical well-being, in one respect, financially, but then at the triumphantness of my physical well-being, because I know a thing or two, and my life is glorious. I love you, my audience, and I know what I'm dealing with, and I have been through hell, and I kept going, and I am a narc abuse escapee. You're part of the universe. I'm part of the universe. We're not God, but we're part of God. God is evolving too. And I think God and Goddess have been asleep at the wheel. We're going to leave off there because there isn't an all-knowing, all-present. There is a consciousness that expands out and has always been and always will be throughout all space and time. And it is a love, bliss, and joy vibe. But then we are descended here in this vibratorily low place called planet Earth that we are then plagued with EMFs in the air, and who knows what they're transmitting through their 5G towers, and you have to protect yourself with all different measures and ways. I have a Q link. This is a Q link. Accepting sponsorship. Essentially what this does is it prevents me from getting extra oomphs, EMFs that I don't want to my body. Whatever it takes. I have a piece of moldavite. You can get yourself shungite. So you are responsible for you. I'm responsible for me. And I am going to do preventative measures, because an ounce of prevention is worth way more than a pound of cure. Is a way up, and then there's a way to your next level, and that's essentially, we're in the Argon, we're in the game, and it feels really shitty to have had traumatic childhoods, but in some ways you have an advantage to other people. So really count your blessings. I'm an inner transformation guide. I'm developing a system in real time that helps you aim for what is true for you. And it starts with all kinds of things like an inventory list of yourself and your truth, and recognizing that everybody has hardships, because we're in this society, we're in this world, we're in this place where they define us. And so now you get to be the parent for yourself. So I'm learning to teach that. So we're going to be discussing communication. A narcissist does not have a communication. They don't have a conversation. They communicate to you what they want you to do, what they think about you, but they do not have a conversation. And learning to have a conversation is a give and take, an exchange of ideas. It's a ability to express yourself and learn about the art of the child, and that they have a sense of being that is right and purposeful in that moment. And the moment is now. So kapow, have fun. We'll talk later. Mwah. They say struggling is an option, and I disagree. I think struggling is very, very real for so many of us. However, focusing on the struggle is an option. Counting your blessings, seeing the wonder of every single day, looking at the magnificent mystery of the life you have, the universe, how you got to be here at this space and time. That is fucking amazing. As are you.